But let's go ahead and get to this reaction video.
I'm just going to add this one point. Ladies, I'm talking to y'all the best way that I can. When a man shows you non-committal efforts, that means that he only shows up when it's convenient for him. It's not time to get performative, and it's not time to turn your people pleasing on. It's not time to have those conversations with yourself. If I don't do this, I'll lose this person. Yes. If I don't do this, they'll be upset. If you know that you value commitment, and this person is showing non-committal efforts, leave them alone. Don't have conversations. Don't try to draw up conclusions. Don't go into this fantasy world. Leave that person alone. That's why I'm always talking about y'all have to know y'all self-worth, and you need to build your esteem up. So that way, in the moments that these happen, you don't have to have these questions. You immediately have that boundary, as Dr. B said. You immediately set that boundary, and you say, this person's not healthy for me. They don't align with my values and what I want for my life. I'm gonna let them be, because them leaving does not determine my worth.
Them leaving does not determine my worth. I like that end part. Okay. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, that's good. I usually don't watch anything like that because of sometimes just, it's a lot out here. I go straight to my word, and I know sometimes people talk from their experiences.
Yeah.
And then sometimes things can be a little triggering, and sometimes I like to control when I'm triggered.
That's real now.
If that's a thing. But I feel like it's true. Like, yes, like someone leaving doesn't, determine your worth. But I think also we get so much in this black and white, like if someone leaves, or we could try to bash the person, or it could be the opposite way around, because what she was saying, I feel like that also can speak to men. And I think sometimes it's not even just like, oh, this person's a bad person or this person's unhealthy. Like sometimes we all have a little unhealthiness in us. I think I always look at it as like, maybe y'all just not it for each other, you know?
And that's okay.
Yeah, or it's just not the right time. Like, it's not like this, oh, this person, they got all this trauma. Like, you got trauma too.
Yeah. Ain't none of us perfect. There was only one perfect man and what they do to him. Man, somebody had posted something real good. Y'all, I'm going to have to share it in the show notes because I don't remember about heart, but it was about the fact that, man, something about, if the world, why are you trying to seek approval from a world that crucified the perfect man? The world said free Barabbas, who was a murderer, and killed Jesus. And we want approval from the world? No, ma'am. But I would say, I agree. I think that especially, I want to speak to singles. Guard your gates, ears, eyes, your mouth, what you're speaking. Because there is a lot, I feel like it's kind of, man, I can't even think of the word, but it's not of God, where I feel like people are playing on the fact that people desire, and some may be desperate, and they plan on that instead of them really being led by the Lord in maybe their ministry or their course, or trying to get you to buy this and go here and do all this. But I really like how you said, I'm just rooted in my word. So I do encourage, and I appreciate what she was saying as well, with the reaction, the reaction video we did, because we don't want, our worth can't be tied up in anything outside of God. And if someone does leave, it does help us to see our heart though. I'm gonna say that once breakups happen, where your heart really was that person an idol? But I think that regardless of where we are, we really have to make sure, especially us women, we have to make sure that we know who God has called us to be and who he sees us as, regardless of ethnicity, regardless of where we were brought up. He said, you're the apple of my eye. You're like a royal diadem in the hand of the Lord. So he see you as more valuable than diamonds and gold and silver. And it's like, we have to really meditate on that as women. Of course, men too, but definitely I feel like it's a special place in the heart of God for his daughters, you know what I'm saying? So I think that it is very important, to be guarded in that sense, as we're walking through very delicate seasons. But I just want to thank any and everyone that tuned in. Daphne, thank you for sharing your heart, for sharing the word, and for just being an encouragement. I also She mentioned her art. We're definitely going, to put in the show notes how y'all can follow, how y'all can support and bless her ministry and what she's doing. It's literally the work of the Lord. Like I remember when she did my belly art, it was the whole mood was set. Holy Spirit was all up in there, and literally the little belly art looked like the actual baby that came out.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, if this ain't Holy Spirit, I don't know what is. But we're definitely going to share that in the show notes. Thank you so much for coming.